Hello, everybody, and welcome to Steel Division League Season 10, as we are going into first Division 1 game of the season between Khers on the left side and Mimile on the right side. What a better map to open it up all than Orsha North. And yeah, one of the semifinalists of last season, and one of the new Division 1 players here going at it with two really interesting divisions. Here's bringing one of his favorites with his favorite income, Vanguard and Sprung versus Mimile with one of the best divisions of the past 2 years, 97 guards, Strelkovi. So let's see if Mimile can make a splash or if Khers, with his well-known Vanguard, can do the job. As Division 1 looks quite a bit different than it did in seasons of the past. As you can see here, there is a lot of new names here. A lot of old names that returned as well, like Herr Robert or El Bowser. And then Division 1 here, Group A, is where we're at. Khers versus Mimile. The other two in this group, Yamin and Luna. Two really strong players as well. Yamin, Division 2 winner 2 seasons ago. He skipped last season. Now he is here to take his well-deserved spot in Division 1. As you can see, no Gonzo this season. He said he will retire for now. He had a really good run, but he will make place for some of the new names. And yeah, they will fight over a prize pool once more. And that prize pool, once more, can be helped out by you over at Matcherino, where you even can add money without paying anything yourself. All you have to do is click that claim code button and add 25 cents to the prize pool that will be paid out in the end. You obviously can contribute money directly though, just like Flix, Witch Doctor and Eigenmann already did. As we are up to $72 already. That's quite nice. I will add the stretch goals at the end of the day, at the end of the day as well, so that we have a bit of that going around as well. And yeah, if you want to support me and also want to help out with the channel, you can subscribe to the Twitch channel obviously as well. And if we get up to 50 subs, we're currently at 25, I will get myself this lovely thing for the finals and wear it in the finals. So if you want to have me with a lovely RAF, not quite original, but original looking hat from World War II, then any Twitch subscription gets us a step closer and helps the channel out in general. So yeah, if you have a Twitch Prime laying around, maybe leave it here. Keeps the channel going, keeps all the events coming as well, and also will increase the production value of the finals. As yeah, we had that in the Warno finals where I wore the uniform of my father from back in the day, from 1989. Now let's get something befitting for World War II. For the Steel Division 2 finals. Obviously, for obvious reasons, I won't do anything German there. But yeah, RAF I felt like was the best fit. So for how I play, with a lot of air, and for the looks as well. Those uniforms are damn sexy, I must say. So yeah, let's get on to this match here, and let's focus on what is actually happening on the battlefield, as we have a lot of infantry, as you would expect out of Khers. Sprung got a bit of a facelift in the last match, as a lot of their not so good infantry beforehand got made cheaper and got made useful. They have a couple of 15-point infantry now, they have a couple of 25-point infantry that went to 20, but their Brandenburgers went up in price. They went from 30 to 35 points, so they are not working out as well anymore. They are still really strong though. So Brandenburgers we still see over here, but they are not quite the same as before. Meanwhile, 97 got nerfed in a lot of ways as well over the last couple of patches, but they are still, I would say, a pretty strong division. Interesting to see Mimile here starting with an M30 from the get-go, as Mimile is going up to 59 here quite early on. Really high ranked player on the ladder. 3rd place last season in Division 2. That's his the only season so far in rank in the league. Let's see how he will fare in Division 1. For sure, one of the best players out there. And Khers, obviously known for his aggressive play. Let's see if Mimile can face that. One Tenko Saniki getting killed in half track. Not a good start there. AB20, the AB43 here really going to town. But the T-34 should be quite helpful against that thing. As we have some Panzer 3s coming in as well. T-34s should be pretty helpful against all these light tanks if they are kept in the right spot. Infantry-wise though, there's just a lot of stuff pushing towards Mimile here. Ustache unloading over here. T-34 get the kill onto the AB-43. But the AB-43 only bounced. In the south, the Brandenburgers are going to come out together with the Gebirgsstreife. Mimile currently on the 1410. That is helpful. Whilst we have some Semoventis and some Panzer 2Fs moving forward. Ustache coming slowly forward as well. Guardia coming in. And Mimile's 97th here really needs to hold on for the beginning against the Vanguard. Whilst Brandenburgers try to get in here. Brandenburgers obviously insane loadout. MG42s, G43s, 12 hit points, and the TNT. But the TNT doesn't get thrown. They get killed before... Oh no, actually, they get it off. But they get surrendered. Yeah, pretty close to the air comf that we see in the Dunkirk. Just that they have TNT instead of Panzerschreck. Both really heavy hitters all around. IL-2 coming in for the MG34. MG34 most likely will die here. Yeah, good hit. Mimile holding out in that town. That is for sure really good. As he has the flags, but flags don't really matter at this point too much. It's more about the trades at this stage and that seeing if Vanguard can get their steamroll on. And they're starting to take out quite a couple of units in the north. They also got rid of the T-34 over here, and that is scary. As Gebirgsführer is moving forward, all these light tanks coming in. The north is looking really vulnerable for Mimile. Having this part under control is nice, but losing the flanks on Orsha north is really bad, as they allow to then cut into the enemy's reinforcement roads. So you want to keep them at least contested, as T-34s and half-tracks here pin down a Schwalose, but only one guard ADP here against quite a bit more firepower on the other side. SS Gebirgsdriver, Brandenburger, some Gebirgs Pioneers, all of these units moving forward. And in the north, the situation starts to look rather grim here for Mimile, as Khers is keeping up the pressure. P2 in the skies, Guardia being pushed back as well, Ustache and SS Gebirgs Pioneers putting the pressure on there. Guardias coming in as well, Tanko the Sanikis moving in as well. As Ognomachiki chilling in the town. T-34-76 moving forward. M30 shooting into the north towards the Brandenburger. Luck feeling. Opening up on to the P2. Whilst we have the M30 firing towards the north. Not hitting anything just yet though. Tankos and Guardias coming in here. The Guardia DP over here tries to hold. But the Brandenburger will make it into the forest, and then the Guardia will lose there for sure. So the north is really looking dicey here for Mimile. The rest of the center of the map for sure not looking bad. South, he didn't have much there, so getting pushed back is normal, but he lost a lot of traits in the north lately. Ooh, and the SS Gebirgsstreife are in a spot where they could get a... Yeah, they will get a Faust Patrone onto the T-34. T-34 does die there, and that is really bad. SS Gebirgsstreife there with a really important kill onto the T-34. Mimile a bit too aggressive there, and that is problematic. 12-12 still going on for now, but that might shift any second now as the north is under pressure. IL-2 will try their best to come in here. Will try their best to prevent this. M30 keeps on firing, but the infantry is just not trading well enough. The infantry masses of Khers keep on pushing, keep on trading good. Tanko de Saniki here trying to get some job done, but they don't succeed here, as Brandenburger will be able to throw their TNT in a second, and that will be the end of the Tanko de Saniki. Half-track here will maybe hold out for a bit longer, but even over here now, the Ustaches coming in good numbers. AB43 now being able to just move forward, as without the T-34 there's nothing here to kill it. kills off the half-track, and it looks like Mimile is in a really, really tough spot here in game number 1. Guardia under fire, Tanker Saniki's under pressure as well. We have an IL-2 M3 coming in. Trying to hit some SS Gebirgsführer. Not successful just yet. SS Gebirgsfusiliers over here engaging. Guardia's under fire. IL-2 not getting a shot off just yet. T-34, 76 engaging over here. Not getting anything on target. More Guardias coming in. Tanker Saniki's pinned down. Will get killed off. There we go. Kill has happened. SG-43 hitting the Eustache. Town over here falls. Khers now on the 59, and this is a really, really bad. As we still have 3.5 minutes of A phase. It's not like if B phase would be just around the corner, I would say Mimile will have a good, nice income advantage soon, and then he will be able to hold the snowball, hopefully. But he will still have to go with 3 more minutes of bad income here against Mimile, against Khers. And at that point, it might already be too late when his better income kicks in B phase, as we have a 16-8 now, and as soon as it's an 18-6, the time will tick down so quickly, and even the units on the battlefield just currently stopped trading at all for Mimile. They just die as the combined arms of his is completely deteriorated, and it's now Khers picking apart bit by bit with the fitting unit, with the right amount of firepower. And that is always a really, really bad situation to be in. And Mimile doesn't have any mobile forces to go around to maybe prevent that, to maybe create a counter-strike, to at least stay in the game by capturing some flags somewhere and making Khers suffer somewhere so that he can make it a long game. So it's really not looking good here right now. The Fusiliers with their snipers keeping up pressure on some infantry and buildings. Guardia DPs here pinned down. SS Gebirgsstreife moving forward. And Brandenburgers coming in with it. And the high level quality infantry here really pushing up the pressure. The AB-43s also annihilating infantry wherever they see them. The T-34s were really important. Losing the one over here in the town and losing the one up north, especially the one up north so early on, really were what unhinged Mimile's defensive line and unleashed Khers' massive aggression here, as we have SPW coming in once more, and there's just not enough anti-tank to kill those, and not enough tank firepower to beat the infantry. You can't really beat Rüsselsprung without light tanks or cheap medium tanks. That's the problem. The infantry is one of the best in the game, and if you don't have anything to kill off that infantry, well, good infantry support guns can do it potentially as well. On Oceanov, that's a bit tougher, but especially medium tanks are super important. T-34 here trying to do that, but it's a 17-7 now, and that is really close to being dead. SS Stoßjägers here, sitting in the forest, holding the line, having their TNT there. RS-1 now coming in, but it's an 18-6 right now. Recon T-34 trying to move around. Sniper is trying to come in, but the AB-41 here in a really nasty spot. The snipers, the LG-42, the MG-42s, all having such good long-range HE firepower in comparison to what Mimile has on the battlefield. And this is going to be a fast game number 1. Like Khers likes them. IL-2s coming in, but yeah, it's a 19-5. I just can't see how Mimile is going to bring it back at this stage. Flak feeling trying to push back the IL-2s. That's not gonna happen. Whilst the second IL-2 tries to get through, doesn't get through either. Flak feeling good enough there. Rüsselsprung really, really strong in the early game. Really a division that fits Khers' playstyle so well. As we have some Ognemachiki coming in here. Fallschirm Stoßjägers will be pushed. 42 moving up in the north. 17-7 is going on once more, so at least bought a bit of time here as we arrived in B phase, but the AB-41 here killing off 2 more units in transport. The T-34 desperately on the retreat now. LG-42 potentially could kill it as well. That would be really devastating. The T-34 is still firing here. We have a good anti-tank rifle that could also help out there. LG-43, 42 not in the perfect spot here right now, but it's a 24 even now, and that's in a going to be a 21-3 in a second, and a 21-3 is just complete disappearance of your bar within 2 minutes here, as you can see, as it doubles the speed once more. 22-2 by now, as Khers is really putting it up there and showing his absolute prowess with the Vanguard setup. T-34-76 goes down to the Gebirgsjäger as well, and there's just no hope at this point. 23-1, you don't see that often, as Khers really masterful play here around the north, had the infantry set up perfectly in there, and really dismantled a couple of units that were scary for him, that could have stopped him from having the effective trades, and then he just went for it. He just kept on pushing how he likes it. And 22-2, Ju-87D3 on the way. Mimile just doesn't have effective combined arms anymore. No AA obviously here to protect this, as he just didn't have the points around to invest into any kind of support unit like that. So the Ju-87D3 will allow for the kill and to surrender over here, as we only have 1 minute 27 now remaining. It's back to a 24, but yeah, the units on the battlefield are just not enough to allow for any major pushes here of Mimile. He is just desperately trying to hold the front line, and even that is not really working out, as Brandenburgers and Gebirgsjägers move in here and will get back to a 22-2, and with that down to less than a minute, as Mimile is really out of options here. A masterful attack by Khers in this game number 1 of Steel Division League Season 10. And yeah, really showing why he should be the favorite of this season, as he dismantles Mimile here in this game number 1. Really, really well played. Showing that you really can't give him any opening in the early game, or he will use it to dismantle you. As the movement after, like the movement that Mimile did was not too bad. He just, yeah, he lost 2 key units, and after that it was 2-3 key units, and after that it was just desperately trying to hold on, but no real possibility. Khers' execution there at that stage was just too good, and that led to Rüsselsprung getting the W here over a division that might still be regarded as one of the best out there. Yeah, I would say 97 still strong for sure, but it has dropped off a long while. And yeah, we're gonna see how it goes in game number 2, if Mimile can bring it back. Short break, and then we're gonna go in. As this, for sure, was a really, really strong show by Khers. As you can see, no unit with an insane amount of kills, just really well spread out, as he just kept on pushing and pushing and pushing.